Look at this chart. So, what is more important than the ACT exam itself or going to college? Well, I just saw this statistic. And it's interesting that who you marry is a greater indicator of your sort of happiness index overall than just what college you attend or how much money you make, right? Marrying the right person, they say, quote unquote, in the study. Now, I'm going to discuss this more in a video later, but this is a very important topic because a lot of people studying for the ACT are also in a season of life where they're maybe in a relationship or considering going in a relationship. And I want to give them a word of advice and encouragement. And this is where my ACT course is different from everybody's ACT course because I teach about life. The name of my business is the Learning Institute for Excellence. LIFE is the acronym. And we don't just care about getting you a perfect score on the SAT. We care about you flourishing in life. And so there is a way to live. There is, right? I look at the book of John in the Bible, for example, and it talks about life a lot. And, the question is, young people, what kind of lives do you want to live? The book of Proverbs gives you so much insight. So I want to encourage you to spend time reading and reflecting on what it means to live a life that makes sense. Why is this important? Because it doesn't make sense to pursue certain relationships when you don't have any money or direction or vision. It doesn't make any sense, right? But when you have direction, you know what you want to do with the life you've been given, and you're not driven by just your impulse, and you want to be a blessing to that other person. Let's say you're 17, 18 years old, and you know where you're headed in life. Okay, maybe relationships can come into the equation. But if you're not at that point, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Just playing games, right? And so you never knew you would hear this from an ACT instructor probably. But here's the thing. Young people, you need to have direction in your life first. You need to know where you're going first. You need to be able to provide. Think about how you're going to provide for a family, etc. So we'll talk more about this as we go on. We'll talk about career preparation, college preparation, but life, right? Life. So read the book of Proverbs. That's a good place to start, and recognize that if you're going to get in a relationship, you need to get in for the right reasons. And this issue of marriage is something we don't teach enough. And we have a lot of people who, a lot of my students now, by the way, are married and some of them have children, and some are in medical school, some are lawyers, some are engineers. So I've watched students over the last 13 years, right? I've worked with students that have, some are in PhD school for physics. Well done. And so it's important that we teach about life. So welcome to the SAT ACT course, where we teach you about life and how to live a life that makes sense. Not only do we want to get you to get a perfect score, but we want to have you to have a vision for your life. Let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to working with you, to helping you be who God created you to be. Take care and have